So, Oklahoma is going to be hosting Texas A&M for a women's basketball game that is in strong contrast to each other. Texas A&M is 1-6 in the SEC. They're 8-8 overall. Oklahoma is ranked currently at 16 as of the recording of this video. They're 16-4. In other words, really good team. Both these teams, you know, Oklahoma's 4-3 in the SEC. Jenny Baranczyk has got this Oklahoma team humming. Joni Taylor, on the other hand, is not even going to get close to what her record was. She might be able to get to what her record was when she started as the Texas A&M coach. She did really good things at Georgia, but she's not been able to get anything except for one first round game in the NCAAs, and she's had what's looking to be like a third losing season. Jenny Baranczyk, on the other hand, has taken Oklahoma to the NCAA Sweet 16, had 3 years in the second round the year before that. At Drake, made it into the first round of the NCAAs. Uh, got into the WNIT 3 other years. It, it's just a far different team. Oklahoma has only been beaten by UCLA, which was really highly ranked at the time, Ole Miss, Kentucky, and LSU. They did beat South Carolina in a stunner in overtime. They have been able to beat Oklahoma State, which was ranked at the time. They've got a really good record. Texas A&M, on the other hand, 1-6, only beat Florida. They lost to Mizzou. Mizzou just, yeah, that it was guaranteed who was going to win that game. Kelly Harper's team was able to dominate that game. They lost to LSU, of course. Lost to Texas, of course. That's heartbreaker considering that was a rivalry game. Wasn't even competitive. It was 80-35. Lost to Vandy, lost to Georgia in overtime. That was another heartbreaker. Lost to Oklahoma at the beginning of the conference play. Lost to West Virginia. Lost to UT Arlington. They're just not having much of a season. This is a situation where it's opposing dynamics. A really strong Oklahoma team. Jenny Baranczyk has got that team going great. Joni Taylor just hasn't been able to get anything going right. And she's having to rely on one player more than others, but she's got a few other players that are getting some time on the court. But it's just no defense, and like I said, having to rely on one player way too much. So we're going to cover this. Going to be an interesting game anyway. Texas, I mean, it is Oklahoma. They are ranked. That's why I'm covering this. So let's get into this game. Before we get into the crux of this video, hit like, hit subscribe if you like college sports, because I do college sports, primarily college football, college women's gymnastics. Do a little basketball and other sports on occasion, but that's what I do, college. Also, General Robert Neyland, former University of Tennessee head football coach for decades, had 7 maxims to win any game, but they can also help you if you apply them correctly to your life. The second one is play for and make the breaks. When one comes your way, score.
That is a maxim that can be also applied to your life. Look for those breaks and take it.
Since the Aggies are headed to Lloyd Noble, we'll cover them first. They are scoring on average 64.6 points a game. They're allowing 68.1 points a game. Not a good look. They're at 37% field goal percentage, 39.1 rebounds a game, 12.8 assists. So, in other words, not doing any teamwork, 2.9 blocks, not any, got any defense, but they do have 10.3 steals. They're at least in double figures there. Ny'Ceara Pryor is the shining light on this team in most ways. She's leading in points, assists, and steals. She's averaging about 15.5 points a game on 33.3 minutes a game, 4.4 rebounds, 7.1 assists. So she's doing a point guard's job. 3.8 steals, really good. Zero point 0.2 blocks, but 3.7 turnovers. That's really high. 40.5 field goal percentage, lot low. 62.3 free throw percentage, and 13% from the 3-point line. She can't hit a 3-pointer. But Ny'Ceara, which is one of the few players who's got a double double this season in SEC play. I think I saw stats on this game. She's one of five. 11.4 points a game, 10.3 rebounds, second leading scorer, 1.1 assists, 1.7 steals, zero point 0.4 blocks. She's a forward and not getting any block. That's not good. 2.5 turnovers, really high. She's playing 26.8 minutes a game, so she's getting rest. 40.1 field goal percentage, not good. 87.5 free throw percentage, at least that's good. And 27.5 3-point percentage. Janae Kent, another guard, 27.6 minutes a game, 9.3 points a game, 3.3 rebounds, zero point 0.8 assists, 0.4 steals, 0.3 blocks, 1.9 turnovers, at least somewhat decent, 33.3 from field goal percentage, or from field goal range. That's low. 72% from free throw line and 25% from 3-point percentage. So one out of every four, they'll win. Lauren Ware at 23.1 minutes a game to forward, 6.7 points a game, 5.8 rebounds, 0.7 assists, 1.4 steals, 0.5 blocks. Pardon me, 1.1 blocks. At least she's doing some blocking, not much. One turnover a game. That's not bad at all. 50.8% from field goal range. Really good number. 62.2 free throw percentage, but on not hitting any 3 points. This team's at 25.8% on 3-point range. 66.8 free throw and 36.8 field goal percentage. Joni Taylor needs to be getting them shooting in practice every day. Do nothing else but practice shooting. Now, Sarah Pryor has been on the court 532 minutes. 428 for Jana Kent, 441. I mean, they're getting them on and off the court somewhat, but they've got two players that's only had 1 minute on the court this entire season. The entire season, they've only had 1 minute on the court. They've got four others that's in double digits. They are not switching out every player like they need to. And in all honesty, their numbers are pathetic. And like I said, this team should be practicing shooting every minute of every practice. That they should stagger the practices and have them just practicing shooting because The bright side of all of this is Lauren Ware, a forward, shooting 50.8 from field goal range, but can't hit a three-pointer. That's all I got to say about this team. Now, the Sooners, 89.1 points a game. That's really good. Allowing 63.5 points against them. A little high, but they're winning, and it's far lower than what they're scoring. 45% field goal percentage. Not bad. 50.7 rebounds a game. Really good. 21 assists a game. They're working as a team. 5.8 blocks. A little low, but still, they're getting them. 10.9 steals. That's actually about the same as Aggies. Now, Aaliyah Chavez, leading scorer, also leading in assists. 19.1 points a game, 3.9 rebounds, 4.3 assists, 1.6 steals, which is good, zero point 0.4 blocks, 3.1 turnover rate though, and at 31.9 minutes a game, maybe you need to get her off the court a little bit sooner, but 39.1 field goal percentage, 87.9 free throw percentage, and 35.3 3-point percentage. Reagan Beers, who leads in rebounds and blocks, she's the center. She's scoring 16.6 points a game, 11.1 rebounds. So she's one of the five that are getting a double double every game. 2.2 assists, zero point 0.7 steals, 1.2 blocks. A little low, especially considering she's leading in blocks. 2 turnovers a game. Okay. 59.6 field goal percentage. Really good. 63.8% free throw percentage and 11.5 3-point percentage. She needs to stay. If you force her beyond the arc, hey. Sahara Williams with 12.7 points a game, 8.2 rebounds, 4.2 assists, 1.2 steals, zero point 0.7 blocks, 2.7 turnover. They've got a turnover problem from the players that they're relying on the most. 47.1 field goal percentage. That's good. But 22.2 3-point percentage, 72.6 free throw percentage. Peyton Verhoist sitting at 11.1 points a game, 5.9 rebounds, 3.1 assists, 1.5 steals a game, zero point 0.9 blocks, 1.4 turnovers, which is good, 39.6 field goal percentage, which isn't that good, and 29% from 3-point range, which is not good, and 84% free throw percentage. And by the way, Zaya Band's leading in steals with 2.4 a game. Now, Aaliyah Chavez is being relied on heavily, as is Peyton Verhoist. Aaliyah Chavez has been on the court 637 minutes this season, 31.9 minutes a game. Peyton Verhoist, 615 minutes on the court so far this season, at 30.8 minutes a game. And several others are getting a lot of time on the court. They got one player sitting at 20 minutes for the season, but she's center number 3. The backup is getting in for 192 minutes a game. I'm looking at this. Oklahoma is going to make it to the NCAAs. End of story. They probably can rest their players in this game a lot. Reagan Beers, get her double double and let her rest. Aaliyah Chavez, you know, get her to do whatever points you want her to get and then get her some rest. This is the kind of game that they've got the chance to rest. But they're sitting at 30.8 3-point percentage. They need to get to shooting some 3-pointers in practice. Get these players a rest. This is the perfect game to allow their players to rest. If you need them to go back in case something goes weird, then do it. But that's what I would say in this game right here. And also get them shooting some practice shots during practice this week. I've complained about fundamentals not being stressed in these games. I have. And it's a women's basketball thing. There's some coaches that really do stress the fundamentals, and you can tell it. You know, Lisa Mulkey may not develop her players as much as what a lot of people would like, including me, but her players do have good percentages when it comes to shooting. You take a look at Don Staley. Don Staley's players know how to shoot the ball. What is it with all of these teams? Reagan Beers is a double double right there. Why aren't you getting her practicing her shooting? You've got these teams that are overplaying certain players. No player should be on the court for 30 minutes with how fast paced things are going now. Are you saying that you're not getting your backups time to learn how to shoot? The Sooners are going to win this game. I mean, there is no question about it. Texas A&M is hooked for this season. So what Joni Taylor needs to do is go, okay, well, we're going to have you folks shooting. What happened during that Mizzou game? They didn't even stand a chance from the word go. I think it was like 21-9 or something like that. Some silly number like that at the end of the first. And I like Kelly Harper, I do. But Joni Taylor could do so much better if she would stress shooting. What is it with nobody doing micing drills, nobody doing free throw drills, nobody doing, look at what Kobe Bryant did with every game. Do you think that Caitlin Clark ain't out there shooting whenever she gets a chance? Seriously, Caitlin Clark is, in my opinion, like one of those freaks of nature that just enjoys practicing. She would not have the shooting ability does if she wasn't practicing. Both these teams probably need to get some practice in. Reagan Beers, in all honesty, is probably going to go pro. Aaliyah Chavez possibly could go pro. Most likely will have a chance to go pro. But Reagan Beers, I don't see her not going pro. You want a double double machine. Texas A&M, Ny'Ceara Pryor and Fatmata Jana are probably the only two out of that team that even stands a chance. And Fatmata Jana, it at least has got some positives, and so does Ny'Ceara Pryor, but she also has a lot of weaknesses that just would not want me to draft her into the pros. Joni Taylor just, base the base fundamentals. Get some mic drills in. Get some free throws in. Get some field goal. Seriously, that's the reason I cover some of these games. It's to go, why aren't you guys doing this? What in the world, as a player, do you not want to get the practice time in to be able to just shoot? Their percentages are not showing that they're able to do that. I mean, you've got Peen Steenbergen is at 2.5 points a game. She's at 26.3 field goal percentage, but 100% free throw percentage and 21.4 3-point percentage. Why, if you don't want to move up, or if you want to move up and be noticed, do you not do that? But hey, I'm gonna quit my bickering. This has been Paul with Redneck Sports. Y'all have a good day now. Bye.
Hey, that's my video. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. And comment. Don't forget that either. Hey, this has been Paul with
Artlist.io.
Redneck Thinker Media. I do sports, I do politics. Hit like, subscribe, And y'all, this has been Paul. Y'all have a good day now. Bye.